Yeah.
I think they've been extremely unfair to you.
Who was they though? We can't say who they is,
corporate
can we?
press. I'm not using I don't use the word as the way I guess you guys use. I'm talking.
It is
about
them though, isn't it? I mean, because
No.
because when you think about it, consider it. In 2018,
What do you mean it's not?
What do I mean? Like, okay, so how about? Are you leaving?
Are you afraid of the press?
He's gone.
This video is brought to you by The Officer Tatum Store. The Officer Tatum Store, ladies and gentlemen, get the merch link in the description section. But, you know, a beautiful thing that we have available to us now is that right under the video, you can just find the merch right there and you can order it. That's the beautiful thing about YouTube now. Finally, they got a store there. But let's talk about some of the items that we have. The shirt is back, Born to Be Free. We just restocked that shirt. We also restocked these hoodies. The Biden who stole Christmas is the funniest hoodie I've seen. We got that hoodie. We got Love It or Leave It. We got plenty of stock. Go and get Love It or Leave It. All the other hoodies are available for you. And also my book. So many people have purchased my book. If you are interested in purchasing the book, you want to get it as a gift for a family member, we discounted the book to $15. Get the book, and if you get the signed copy and you want me to write a message to a family member, get the signed copy. I'll make that message out to your family member. Don't write something long because I ain't going to do it. Like, subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell so you get notifications anytime I go live and make a video. Make sure you still subscribe to this video, like this video, comment on this video, share this video. Let's get into this. I want to talk about Kanye West walking off the set at the Tim Pool show. Why do I think that Kanye West and this whole situation is important? Because this is a interesting dynamic and trajectory into our political climate that I honestly believe that's going to have a tremendous impact moving forward. I think it's going to be some crazy impact. Let me just say this. And Kanye West has said a lot of brilliant things that make a lot of sense. That's real. But when Kanye West do other stuff, it kind of suppress the things that, you know, he has said in the past that are absolutely 100% true. If you don't think that there are, and you can say whatever you want as to the people that's doing it, but if you don't think the music industry is controlled, then you got to be kidding yourself. If you think about this for a minute, I want y'all to consider this. Tell me how this makes any sense that rappers like Kanye and others can say the N-word 1,000,000 times on their rap songs and nobody will bat an eye. They can brag about killing other black men and nobody bats an eye. It's not violating any policy. It's not taken off the radio. They can literally degrade black women on their music 24 hours, 7 days a week. It will get play on the radio. They have music videos. YouTube will never take that down. You will never get banned rapping about murdering black people, ever. I've seen it. The Baby got a video where he made a video in tribute to George Floyd, and he's in a video talking about shooting other black men. We can go down a list, ladies and gentlemen. You got a black man out there talking about killing other black people. There's a music genre called drill music. How do you think they're selling their music? YouTube, the streaming networks, they literally rap about murders that they've done. In some cities, they don't even want to allow the prosecutor to use their evidence, use their rap music as evidence against them. But you can say all of that. But if you criticize the LGBTQ, they will counsel you. They will ban your music. If in Kanye West's situation, if you dare say anything about Jewish people, they will counsel you, Kanye. Because let me tell you how bad it has gotten. Do you listen to Kanye West's music? He said that he think that there's some Jewish people, and you can disagree with him. I don't know if he's telling the truth or not. I have no dog in that fight. I have no idea. He said that there's Jewish people that are, collaborating together to cancel him. Now, I want you to consider this, the hypocrisy. How bad is that compared to saying the N-word and degrading other black people on music 24 hours? And that's not all his music, but he does it. But which one is worse? The claim of that you can debunk or not debunk versus the degradation of the black culture in the image of black men. He won't get in trouble for talking bad about black folks. He won't. They didn't ban him when he said that slavery was a choice. Now, I understood what he was talking about, but he still said the words slavery was a choice. Do you know how that's like saying Holocaust was a choice. Just imagine if a person said the Holocaust was a choice. God is my witness. You will get banned on everything on planet Earth if you came out and said Holocaust was a choice and you tried to explain it. They will ban you on everything that exists. He came out and said slavery was a choice. I think it's just as disgusting as if a person said Holocaust was a choice. What did he get banned off of? Who closed his bank account down? What deal did he lose when he said that? None. They did not. Nobody cared. And so I'm just pointing it out. Let me get to what I'm saying. Kanye West has said some things and brought to light some things that most people are afraid to say and that are true to some degree. Now, the whole Jewish thing, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about other points of contention about fatherlessness in the black community, about the music industry. All of these things have some truth in it. But they discount what he said because he say crazy things sometimes and things that I think are ridiculous. However, on Tim Pool's show, and we got a short clip of it, but Tim Pool is a podcaster. He got probably one of the biggest podcasts on YouTube. And he brought Kanye on there. Milo Yiannopoulos, they banned him on everything. He used to be a pretty big gay conservative. Now I think he's not gay anymore. At least that's from his mouth. He said he's not gay anymore and he changed his life or something like that. And now he's kind of Kanye West's campaign manager, or I call him Ye West's campaign manager. And then Nick Fuentes, and I talked about Nick Fuentes the other day. That kid is clearly a racist. He's clearly a racist. He don't even care about saying he's a racist or not. The only reason he's around Kanye, who's black and he's white, is because it's clout. He don't think black people are very smart. He's on video. I saw a video today I shared with one of my friends who claimed to like Nick Fuentes. I shared a video. He dropped the N-word right on there and then said, oops, I'm sorry, that slipped out. And he literally says that black people are dumb and uneducated, as if they're dumb and uneducated and it's because only the color of your skin makes you a dumb and uneducated person. I'm going to get to that in a minute. But I'm going to play the clip of Kanye walking off of the podcast from Tim Pool because Tim Pool refused to say that it was Jewish people that were attacking him. I believe that's the clip we have. Go to clip 2.
Yeah.
I think they've been extremely unfair to you.
Who was they though? We can't say who they is,
corporate
can we?
press. I'm not using I don't use the word as the way I guess you guys use. I'm talking.
It is
about
them, though, isn't it? I mean, because
No.
because when you think about it, consider it. In 2018,
What do you mean it's not?
What do I mean? Like, okay, so how about? Are you leaving?
Are you afraid of the press?
He's gone. I'll say it right now. You guys want to bring that stuff up, and then
Have
think
the
we're not going
discussion.
to have a
Like,
conversation.
have the discussion.
Like you think Ye's going to come in here and say, "Here's my pain, here's my suffering." I'm going to say, "I hear you," and then he's going to say, "And it was Jewish people," and I'm going to be like, "Okay, but don't you consider?" It's like, I'm not going to do this. I
gotta
refuse.
Go, make sure he's cool.
All right, go for it. Luke and I will have a conversation. So I can't say I'm surprised. What do I even do? Other than ask him, please elaborate on this. Are you referring to individuals, or are you quite literally blaming an entire group of people for the fact that powerful individuals are causing you harm?
So he gets up and walks out because he said they have been unfair to me. Tim Pool said, I agree, they have been unfair to you. And he said, who is they? And Tim Pool wouldn't say who Kanye believes is they. And so Kanye walked out. Is this a good look for Kanye? No. Do I understand why he walked out? Yes. I don't think it's a good look for him. But I think he walked out because Tim Pool don't want to say that it's Jewish people. Because whether he agreed with it or not, he can't say that because he will get canceled. And his YouTube channel will be gone. So I can see why Kanye wanted him to admit to what Kanye was saying, because he slightly agreed that Kanye had been done wrong, but he did not say the words that Kanye wanted him to say, so Kanye walked out. I do not think it's a good look for Kanye to do this. You're supposed to be running for president, unless you're just doing this for clout. If you're running for president and you're walking off the set of somebody's podcast, I mean, people are not going to have a lot of faith in you being the leader of the free world. Because what do you do when you get to a meeting and the press make you mad? You just walk off, or you get mad at them and lose your temper, or whatever the case may be. But I can also see how, if you're going to bring the guy on, don't shy around conversations. If you're going to bring him on, you need to go straight forward and have a real conversation and not censor yourself because you're afraid of what YouTube may do to you. And, that's pretty much all I want to say about that. But let me talk about this other concept, because Nick Fuentes is a character that's been floating around. I talked about him yesterday. But this whole replacement theory, like Nick Fuentes, I heard him say it on a video, that he legitimately believes that the browner the country is getting, the worse it's getting. Now, let me explain this. It's true, but it's not because of a person's skin color. It's because people are coming to our country and they're not assimilating to Judeo-Christian values. It's not about the color of somebody's skin. It's about adopting the American dream and having an American experiment be something that's ingrained in your heart and you live it out every day. And unfortunately, the people who are migrating here don't share those same values. And they don't want to assimilate to those values. And that's why you can see that as the country becomes browner, the country becomes more progressive, and it's getting worse. And people often say the same thing about other countries. They say, well, look at the countries that are run by black and brown people, and look at the countries that are run by white people. It's not about color of skin. It's about Judeo-Christian values. You look at the ones that are struggling, they don't believe in Jesus Christ. That's why they struggle. Hold the phone. I'll be back after the break. Let me get back to finishing up my thoughts on the replacement theory. Some people believe that it's because of the color of your skin, which I think is the absolute most stupid thing that I've ever heard in my life, that somebody believes that because you're black, you're dumb. And it's a concept that I think people generalize others with. Like, for instance, if you're Kanye West and some Jewish people screwed you over, that don't mean that every Jew is like this. That just means the people you mess with screwed you over and you have a disdain for them. Same thing with black folks. I know some black people that have done me wrong, that have said the most hurtful, evil things to me. Does that mean that all black people are like that? No, it doesn't. That just means these people are like that. Same thing when it comes to crime. Yeah, black people commit disproportionate amounts of crime in this country. It's not because they're black. It's because of culture. Because black people who follow the law and who are not engulfed in that culture, they are not out here killing and stealing and drug dealing. That's just the way it is. People who come to this country that are from India, that are from Africa, that are from, Saudi Arabia, wherever you want to say these people are from the Middle East. People come to this country. Some people that migrate here that are brown, they do well. Why do they do well? It's not because the color of their skin. It's because they have adopted the American dream. I mean, just look at the places that are run down, that are riddled with crime, riddled with corruption. Who do they have faith in? Who? Go to China. What do they believe? One of the most corrupt places on earth. What do they believe? They don't believe in Judeo-Christian values. Go to Africa. Go to the continent of Africa. Look at the genocide that has gone on in many of those countries. What do they believe in? They don't believe in God. They don't believe in Judeo-Christian values. Even some of the places in the Middle East, who do they believe? They don't believe in Judeo-Christian values. The beauty of America isn't the color of your skin. It's not because white people are so ingenious. It's because if you adopt godly principles, Judeo-Christian values, your society functions better. Why? Because you treat people the way that you want to be treated. There's a blessing in blessing other people. Servitude is the way that you manage your business and your affairs with other people. That's what Christian values are. That's why this country is so great. That's why capitalism exists. And capitalism is the best form of helping people be lifted out of poverty than any other form of government whatsoever, any kind of economic government whatsoever. There's people that take advantage of capitalism. We get it. But having the freedom to trade and do business with other people without too much government intervention is a blessing from God. It's freedom. If we replace the government and put God in that position, God would allow us to have capitalism. And capitalism doesn't say because you made $2 trillion this year that you should go buy a yacht. Capitalism says that you work hard. In the Bible, it says you don't work, you don't eat. If you work hard, you can establish a lot. What? To do what? Help other people. If we actually lived according to the scripture, I mean, so many people will be helped by people who establish great businesses. And it's funny that people hate on capitalism, but they walking around with an iPhone. Hey, dum-dum. That's capitalism. iPhone didn't come out of thin air. Some people had to take risks to end up at the point of having an iPhone. You look at a Tesla vehicle. You look at electric cars. This is capitalism. Without innovation, what do you have? But, some people are ungrateful and ignorant to these facts. But it bolsters my point of why I don't like Nick Fuentes, going back to in full circle, because his belief is strictly that black people are dumber than white people and that their IQ is lower than white people's IQ. And his theology is because of race, not because of culture, not because of your upbringing, not because of the slave mentality that has been drawn over generations by black people in America. Black people still have a slave mentality. Look at the way we spank our kids. I mean, go down the list. Look at the way we manage money. Look at the way we treat each other. Look at our movies. Every black movie you see talking about slavery. All the black people I know that are complaining about America, they skip over 100 years of history just to go back to slavery. They don't even have contemporary history or acknowledgement of that. There's been so many great inventions and so many great people after slavery that black people can go back to their roots on. They skip over them to go straight to slavery. That means you have a slave mentality. And that's the reason why black people don't perform like some white people do. It ain't the color of the skin, it's the culture.